People have been trying to get me to do this video forever, but since this channel isn't really about me, it's about the animals and science, I was hesitant. But since Happy Healthy Vegan just gave me a nice selfless shout out, I figured I might introduce who I am and what I do and why I made this channel and a lot of frequently asked questions that people tend to throw at me. Alright, let's start with question number 1. Why did I start this channel? I essentially just started my channel to, break carnism and animal agriculture altogether and put to rest all of the myths about veganism and irrational fears about going vegan. But mainly I just noticed that most vegan YouTube channels were not backing up what they were saying with science. Like if they were to say, hey, vegans have lower levels of cholesterol, they have healthier cholesterol levels, and then most people, they would just kind of stop there and not actually back it up with anything, which wasn't as convincing, and it was a missed opportunity when they should be, coming in and saying vegans have healthy levels of cholesterol, and here's this study showing that vegans are the only ones that have ideal levels of LDL or something like that, because these studies are out there. Okay, my next question that is commonly asked is, why do you have a red beard and dark hair? This is, I guess, apparently just like a Scottish, Irish, Northern European thing that happens. Christian Bale also has this same oddity or whatever you want to call it. But it is natural, no dye here. A lot of people just ask me on the street, what? Why'd you dye your beard? I'm like, no, I didn't dye my beard. All right, next question is, why Mike the Vegan? What's with your name? And my name is Mike, which is short for Michael, and then I took it Mike like microphone, of the idea of sort of miking or amplifying the vegan message and just kind of making it a cheesy pun like a lot of puns I make, which are always bad. But my only regret with this name is that intuitively it's Mick is kind of how you would say it, Mick like Mickey Mouse, which pretty much half of the people think it is, but it's Mike. All right, next question is, what do I do? What's my profession? What's my background? I study sustainability, which is essentially environmental science, and I have a bachelor's of science from that. And then for the last few years, I've been an industrial designer designing water purification systems for the developing world, like water filter backpacks and other things that get out really bad things from bad water. And no, I do not have a PhD in nutrition or anything like that. I simply take nutritional conclusions drawn by various plant-based doctors and other doctors and just sort of remix them and make them presentable to the average person. I'll take something that Caldwell Esselstyn says about arterial function and heart disease, and then maybe remix it up with something that Dr. Greger says about Alzheimer's. Nothing really new, just essentially presenting things in an understandable way. All right, the final question that I get a lot is, what type of vegan diet do I actually eat? I'm always talking about plant-based diets and whole food. What do I seriously eat? I eat a whole food, plant-based diet. When I track it on Chronometer, end up being around 80-10-10 carbs to fat to protein. Not like Doug Graham 80-10-10 raw food style, but more like Tara Umara Okinawan just happened to be 80-10-10 style diet. And I really try to avoid oil because oil makes my skin break out like crazy, and there are so many studies about how it's bad for you, which I've also covered a little bit. And I tend to eat a raw breakfast, fruit-based breakfast, and then sort of starch and vegetable and legume-based lunch and dinner. All right, that's it for today. Stay tuned for some actual content, maybe some science-based stuff that I should be coming out with in the next day or two, which will hopefully be good. Thank you so much, Happy Healthy Vegan, for giving me a little shout out there. That was very much appreciated, about my nerdy sexiness, which my channel was never about being sexy, but if that's what people want to talk about, that's okay. All right, thank you for watching.